day in the Kanazawa region of Japan. I'm on my way to Kanazawa and having a bento box. Oops. This is what it looks like. I already ate one. It was only 900 yen. I'd say it's a really good price. That over there is Lake Biwa, which is the largest freshwater lake in Japan. Because Shiga Prefecture has Lake Biwa, and because Michigan has the Great Lakes, they have a partnership together, and Ann Arbor is Hikone's sister city. And they even have a Michigan cruise that goes around Lake Biwa. I'm halfway through my journey. I got a transfer at the station now. I almost forgot my train ticket on the train. I left it on the seat. When I exited the train, I realized it wasn't with me. I ran back to try to find it, and it was still in my seat. Thank God. I got the stamp. They also have this stamp postcard. I collect stamps. It's so much fun. Here's a little bit of my collection so far. I've collected some stamp postcards as well. For example, this one's from the Kyoto Botanical Garden. This one's just a random advertisement. This one is from Katsuoji, from the Daruma Shrine. And this one's also from Katsuoji, just a different design. My train doesn't come for another 15 minutes, so now all I can do is wait. I look disgusting. I want a shower. After another 40 minutes, I arrived at Kanazawa. It was evening, and it takes overall about an hour and 35 minutes from Kyoto. Look at this tour gate. This is a capsule hotel in Japan. This is one of the high quality ones. This was only $20. I'm here for one night. Oh, and there's my room. Just like that. This is a pretty big capsule. It's pretty comfortable. I stayed at a capsule hotel once before in Hiroshima, and the capsules there were tiny. It was so uncomfortable, but this one, it's actually like a real room. This is gonna be comfortable. I feel nasty as fuck. I feel sweaty as hell. They have an onsen on the first floor, and I think that's where I'm gonna go. They even have a TV. I'm heading to the onsen. The hotel gave me some PJs. I look a little silly. In order to get to the onsen, there's a whole separate elevator. This is the one for the onsen. These are the regular ones. Here's a better look at my silly little pajamas. There's the women bath and the men's one. There's also a vending machine with drinks here, but I left my wallet upstairs, so I'm not gonna buy anything. These are the rules of a Japanese bath. It's the next morning. I checked out of my hotel. The castle park, there is a castle here. It's located right behind my hotel, so that's where we're headed first. It is so cold here compared to Kyoto. It's usually like 20 degrees Celsius in Kyoto, but here it's only 14. I brought a jacket, but I'm still freezing. Look, just a flower casually growing out. Oh, it's not growing, it's just ikebana. Wow, whoever lives here has a lovely garden. Japanese people are so good at gardening. The sakura season in Japan is over, but right now it's the azalea season, which isn't any less beautiful. Just a nice, beautiful, traditional Japanese house. Got a little sunny. I hope it stays that way. Here's another shrine. Got some guardian dogs over here. People praying. These are fortunes. You can buy them at any shrine, and people just tie them over here for better luck. And this is for purifying yourself before worshiping. I think he's a little hungry or wants to say hi. Konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu. There's the castle. It looks a little bit different from the Osaka castle or the Hikone castle. And some more flowers. Fence of baby azaleas. I love it. As soon as I put my jacket away, the sun disappears, the wind blows, and it starts getting cold. But then as soon as I pull it back out, the sun comes out. Oh, now it's gone again. In the United States, when you use a public restroom, you can literally crawl under the stall door and even worse, peek through the cracks, but not in Japan. Looks like I found a little Japanese garden, and that looks like a tea house. I'm getting a little hungry, so maybe I can go there for breakfast. This is a tea house. Only 800 yen for some matcha and a little piece of mochi. When entering traditional buildings like this, you must take off your shoes because it's rude to wear shoes indoors in Japan. I'm going to be enjoying tea with this amazing view of a Japanese garden. Now I just gotta wait for them to make it. Wow. If I could tell myself, even 5 or 4 years ago, that this is where I will be at 22 years old, she would never believe me. My mochi is here. Well, it's not really mochi, but that's the best way to describe it to foreigners. It's like a confectionery with sweet bean paste inside, and the outside shell is made from white bean paste. Here's the full set. Freshly made bowl of matcha. Itadakimasu. This is what Japanese people always say prior to eating. It means something like bon appetit. This is what the inside looks like. This is red bean paste. And this is a room for tea ceremonies. Water is boiled in this pot before being whisked with matcha powder with a special bamboo whisk. Got the first stamp. The park has 2 more stamps apparently. I just got the directions for the second stamp. Now I gotta go find them. I love collecting stamps. It's so much fun. It's like Pokemon. Maybe someday, I know it's not possible, but I would like to collect every stamp across the country. And here's the entrance to the actual castle. It's 320 yen, which is $2.25. Only 100 yen for children, which is less than $1. I'm just gonna tell them I identify as a child. They can let me through. These are the type of trees that were used to build the castle. This one here was used right here. This is a very old map of Kanazawa Castle. Not gonna lie, it looks like a piece of modern art. And here's a little model of the castle. This thing is massive. And here's the tea house I just drank tea from. The castle is still in process of being rebuilt. You can see how the base is being built right now. And this is a model of the castle. I think it was done really well. The roof and the wall really matches the color of the sky. It was time to grab some lunch, so I decided to eat some clam chowder at this cafe over here. No, not this one. This one. Not like what they serve in America, but it was still really tasty. Only 600 yen. Bro is ginormous. Just look at bro. Very fluffy. Very hungry. Look, he's building a nest. He's gathering items to build a nest. Where is he? There he is. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's the wisteria. May is the wisteria season in Japan. I've wanted to see this flower for a long time, and now it's finally in front of my very own eyes. Bro, you're a crow. You're not a heron. What are you doing? There's a little Japanese maple tree growing over there. I have one just like this in my yard. This might be his relative. Hey, look. Oh my god. That tree. This tree's branches are so long that it needs pillars to hold it in place. Otherwise, they're just gonna collapse. Kind of like an elephant's trunk. Oh, to live a simple life in one of these houses. All right, we've seen the castle, we've seen the garden, and the next stop is the Ishikawa Contemporary Art Museum, which has a famous piece that's a swimming pool with an optical illusion that looks like you can walk underneath the water. You're not actually swimming, you're walking underneath the water. It's a famous piece, been all over Instagram for a while, and now I can finally see it with my own eyes. And there it is. Just like the majority of modern art museums, it's a modern, sleek building made in a minimalistic style. Every light bulb in this room is a heartbeat. That one is my heartbeat. And this is the famous pool I was talking about. Unfortunately, to go underneath, I had to reserve in advance, which I didn't know about, but that's okay. I'll do it next time. But it was still really cool to see. Kanazawa is also famous for its samurai town, which has homes of samurais that lived here hundreds of years ago. This was the samurai armor. And this was the interior. And the backyard had a beautiful Zen garden. This right here is the Suikinkutsu, which translates to the underground echo chamber. That gardening technique was created at the end of the 16th century, in which water droplets are dropped into a cavity and the sound echoes back to the upside.
para que tenga este círculo completo para en el término. Sí, entonces no se quita ilusión. Sí, allá también, así forma un círculo completo. Acabado del vapor.
Kanazawa is famous for its seafood, so I wanted to try it. Kanazawa has a famous fish market, but it was unfortunately closed, but the only option I had left was this restaurant. The restaurant was so fancy that even the chopstick holder was edible. Here you get to order a bunch of different ingredients, which you mix into a rice bowl, along with some sauce and pickles. I also ordered this Wagyu beef. Here are my ingredients in the rice bowl, adding the sauce. This is soy sauce. And this is sesame sauce. And then you mix it up. It was pricey, but it was delicious. And I have this basil ice cream for dessert. And then it was time to go to the station to go back to Kyoto. I had just one day in Kanazawa. Really wish I had more, but one day was good to see the basics. It was a beautiful city, and hopefully I'll get to return someday. I gotta transfer at the Shinkansen gate now, but first, I gotta grab a train station stamp. This is what the inside of a Shinkansen looks like. It's empty today because it is Monday. Kanazawa is not very popular. I look fat in this jacket. Like, dead ass. That right there is rice fields flooded with water. It's a gardening technique used to kill off weeds. It looks so beautiful, like a natural mirror. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. It was a little difficult to edit because my clips got mixed up. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.